So part 2 of my cooking video. Just had to empty a bit of water out of here for the rice that I'm cooking, because it was way too much and it was almost boiling over. I have it on full here on probably the biggest hob. You don't need it like that. You can put it on full on a smaller hob, or not even, don't even have to put it on full really. I used to do it for 10 minutes, now more like 15, but sometimes I say I do it for 20 minutes. I think because I'm doing it on such a hot setting, then 10 to 15 is probably alright. Using white rice, really you want to be using brown rice. If I had more money, I would probably be using brown rice. I have used brown rice before in the past. It's just I get things cheap when I get things cheap, so you know, I'm not going to turn down cheap white rice just to get more expensive but better brown rice. Anyway, yeah, should probably turn this down. Here's what's left of the curry mix that was in the previous video. Going into the last hour now, so I've been doing this for 4 hours. Put all sorts of stuff in there. I'd open it up, but it's only going to cool down the cooking and make it last longer. What I'm going to do with this rice, once I've cooked it enough, and I might even run out of water before the 15 minutes are up, possibly. I've used 15 big spoonfuls of rice. I've used 20 before, I've used 10, I can never remember. I thought I'll probably get quite a few portions, so I'll use 15. You want a nice big spoon to stir it, ideally wooden spoon probably. So yeah, I'm going to wait until the last half hour, and then I'm going to put this stuff in here. I'm not going to use the ice cubes that I've used, I'm going to use them next time. I've actually just put my sauce in the korma sauce, which I like it quite mild. Put that in the last hour. I've also put some, I've just put to the cupboard some lentils in there, because I like to nicely beef it out with lentils. Just think while I'm doing this. So what I'm going to do with this rice afterwards, so even if the 15 minutes aren't enough, and there might not be because we're already drying up with the water. In fact, I might actually just turn that down a bit, because it's taken up, it's drying out the water a bit too much, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit, so we don't use all the water. Like I say, even if I'm a couple of minutes out with the cooking of the rice, it doesn't matter so much, because what I've been doing is I've been putting the rice into my slow cook, say for the last 30 minutes or something like that. So I think I've timed it so that it's going to get about 30 minutes in the slow cook at the end, so even if it's not quite cooked, still going to get cooked a little bit more for another 30 minutes anyway. So yeah, think with hindsight I've put too much rice in there. Should only have done 10 probably rather than 15 spoonfuls, because you can see it's dried out the water a little bit. Actually gonna put a bit more water in, so yeah, I would recommend doing less rice. Yeah, so last half hour, just going to put the rice in, put the sauce in, and then we'll come back for the final video. Maybe I'll show you how the ice cubes are getting on, although they probably could do with a few more hours, to be honest.